Well, all right. Grand Rising, Grand Rising. It is your Leo, Sanahara Ama Chandra, coming to you this morning on day 18 of our journey to wholeness. I'm really glad to be here with you all this morning. And while we wait for folks to come on in, I'm going to go ahead and anchor in the energy in our space, right? So, breathing in, connecting with my higher self. I'm going to now connect out to the energy of the east, air. Connect out to the energy of the south, fire. Connect out to the energy of the west, water. Connect out to the energy of the north, earth. And as I make this circle with my body, now connect it all into my heart. And as I connect it out to our heart, to my heart, your heart, I'm going to send that energy down to the earth. And as I connect down to the earth, I now connect up above with my highest self already connected in, taking it from my highest self to source, to light, to the energy of our sun. And even further to the sun of the suns, the originating point. And as I connect with these energies, I breathe in, I breathe out. I hold this space to be sacred, in alignment with our energy of love, peace, and joy, of divine, of divinity, of sovereignty, and of freedom. And as I connect with that energy, I connect my heart with your heart, wherever you are. We are all one. I give thanks for this opportunity to come before you today. And again, after holding this sacred space and creating this sacred space for us at this time, I give thanks and welcome. Grand Rising again. All right. Who's here? Hey, Kai, what's up? I'm feeling a little golden today, with Leo Sun energy coming up for me. So I decided to put on a reflection of that. I didn't even know what was going to happen. I just started playing in colors this morning, and that was fun. So really excited because I have a few things coming through that I want to share with you. One, on this Monday, I'm going to be offering a frequency alignment with Oracle reading and sound immersion journey. So that will be happening on Monday evening, Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to invite people to come on in by 10. We're going to get started about 10:10 in the evening. It's going to be an oracle reading as well as a sound immersion journey. There'll be space for us to share a lot, either through the chat or whatever. But please be on the lookout for that. So that's going to be happening on Monday. As we move further into the week, I'm going to be doing a activation with the energy of the Lionsgate portal. So please stay tuned for that as well. We'll again be leading in to see what messages are coming through, not just through me, but what I have witnessed as a world watcher. That'll be coming through, and I will have the information up for that as well. So please stay tuned for that, the Lionsgate portal activation that I'll be doing. And then today, I will be in conversation with Sisters Together and Reaching, a local Baltimore organization that does amazing work in the community. I used to work with them as a nurse. In this capacity, I will have the opportunity to talk about sound, healing, music. I'm just going to wrap with my brother Shantaray. And it should be a really, really great conversation. So that's going to be happening today about 2:30. All right. So That being said, now I've talked to you all about these things, right? And it makes sense because today we're talking about manifestation as a part of our journey to wholeness. What does that mean? It's a buzzword for some people. They're like, everybody out here talking about manifesting, and I'm manifesting this, and I'm manifesting that. Manifesting is a great word. I love it. But it's just as simple as saying, I'm gonna own this. Let me say it like I wanted to. What was coming out of my mouth to say, I'm gonna own this shit. I'm gonna own it all. That's the true power of becoming a master magician, a master manifester. When you reconcile, I'm owning it all. Then I'm going to choose what I align my frequency with, right? So I said I'm owning it all. I'm not gonna, it's here for me. So evidently it's a lesson. So if it's evidently a lesson, I'm gonna own it so that I can then make the necessary adjustments to move me to where I want to be. So let's talk about that. Owning it all. And what is this manifestation stuff? Crap, some people say. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. What does that mean, right? I would venture to say, some people believe that things are always conspiring against them. I happen to be of the belief that things are always working towards my good. That's my belief. That things are always working towards my good, even the things that I don't like. Somehow or another it's going to serve me because I have the lived experience of having grown through enough things where I've had to see my part and see what I denied and see what feeling I was carrying to realize like, oh my gosh, I did that. I did that. And as I realized that I did that, it begins to align me with the God frequency of I am that. That am I. And when you start moving here, and for some it might be like, what are you talking? This is different. For others, you might be right there. But wherever you are in this journey of aligning with your own creator ability, I am here to make it very clear and very plain for you that if you believe alignment, frequency, we spoke about frequency. We spoke about frequency already. So we're speaking about frequency. What you align with is what you will bring to you. It will become what your radiant point, your resonance. I can sing a certain note. I can sing a C. And as I sing that C, it will make my bowls vibrate a C. Any C bowl or any C instrument. So I'll find that I will call my children in different tones, and different ones of my bowls will resonate based on the tone in my voice. So that's my voice. What about my energy signature though? What about your energy? Where's your energy at? Have you checked your energy? Where are you aligned? What are your feelings talking to you about? What have you been rejecting or receiving from spirits that might not be aligned with where you want to be? There are energies at play here. They come through our internets. They come through our programming, through a lot of social media. We get it from the radio stations. We get it from written media. They call it propaganda and media. These things, they're bringing information in. And they're causing a resonant point for us because we're making agreements. Good morning. Good morning. So as we make these agreements, we have to reconcile that is where the creation comes in. I agree. When I don't agree, and I say, no, that's not working for me, and I hold boundaries, and I continue to keep guard on where it is I want to go, I mind my thoughts, which allows me to create my new reality that I want. See, this is what happens. Many of us, when we deny our part. See, in the tarot, and I'm going to talk about it because I've been studying and it's really high in my heart. It's so biblical, believe it or not. It's really biblical. But that's neither here nor there. That's just sharing, However, that to say, at least my teacher brings a lot of that out. But as I have been studying, we get to a point where there's a card in there that looks really kind of ugly. It's the 10 of Swords. The 10 of Swords would have you looking at a being who's laid out on the ground, just with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 swords in their back. That looks terrible. Looks absolutely terrible. But it's what happens when you finally receive the conviction of your thoughts and having to kill your thoughts, having to release what thoughts you have been holding on to, because that has been what you have been manifesting. Whatever wrong thought or off thought or shifted thought or malaligned thought. And sometimes we need those thoughts just to help step us up higher. To learn them and reveal them so that we can get better, so we can say, do you still want this? Do you still want this? The universe will give us whatever we want. Do you still want that? You want more? Okay, your wish is my command. It will just keep getting what we want until we decide we want something different. I manifest. I manifest. And so when the journey of self-ownership and the journey of wholeness, the desire and the need to claim it, it's not about beating yourself up either. See, that's when we go too far. Now we swung in the other direction. When we move into the energy of now I'm going to beat myself up because of all the poor choices and I did this and I'm just a terrible person. No, you're just a human learning. We have to give ourselves grace or give ourselves the firm hand, because life is going to deal it out. Everyone is going to have a tower moment and there's nothing you can do about it. A tower moment is something that happens to you. Thank you, Claudia. I love you too. Thank you. We want to be clear that much of our energy, she's the artist, that's FYI. She has a trunk sale going on where she's selling art right now. So if you see her on my Facebook page, she's the person who most of the art that I have up right now. In fact, all of what you see right now came from her. So support your local artist. That being said, manifestation. We all manifest. And right now, because of the combined, I believe, cumulative trauma that many of us have been waking up to, is that I believe now we are coming into a place of, I don't want this anymore as a collective. And those numbers are growing. And there's a number of people who have felt fine with the current reality, and even if they didn't feel great, it was the devil they were comfortable with. And how dare someone come in trying to shake the boat, wanting to manifest something different. So this is the battle that we are going through, which for me is a big reason why the alignment with love is so vital. Why our alignment with love is so vital. Because it will help us to not deny them and get into our pain body and make more of that. Because we've now been triggered and activated to go back into that, Six of Wands space where we're battling everybody. So when we began that movement into frequency alignment with our wholeness, owning our brokenness, owning our story, accepting, feeling trusted, having trust, feeling support, being supportive, having gratitude. All of these things help you to activate the God frequency in you, the illuminated light frequency in you, the Christ consciousness in you. And as we begin to activate fully the Christ consciousness in each of us, we have no choice but to go forth and spread it. Not because of a proselytizing mandate, but because we feel this light, and all the light can do is radiate. It has to shine. This is manifestation. And because you mind your thoughts, mind your actions, mind your feelings, and you get out in front of all of those things, as you step in front of all of those things, you now have the ability to begin crafting the world you want. Will it come overnight? No, I know this. I'm living it. But I can say right now that I am living exactly where I said I wanted to be living, at least the area. Last December, I said this, and here we are. There are many things that I'm asking for now that are on a whole nother level, a whole nother frequency. It's next leveling, which is why I'm recognizing I'm going through all of these opportunities to come forth, share, and be. So as I come forth, share, and be, I am working to manifest a new reality for me. And I'm going to mind my thoughts. I'm going to mind my energy. And I'm not going to look out to the world except to overview, but where I'm going to focus my energy, overview in terms of service. I serve, and I always serve. But, and it comes to where I get my wisdom from, I'm going to lean not unto my understanding. I'm going to lean in the direction from which my help comes. That's spirit. I'm going to lean into spirit deeper. And a lot of it has meant trusting myself, because maybe you too, I have for years been someone like, I don't know. I mean, it's not like this person over here, like they here, and this person over here, like they this, and this over here, and that over there. And I did all these things to diminish my own power. So I manifested small power. Except for when I didn't. Because subconsciously, I was still manifesting big things because I got big energy. I got big energy, and I'm okay with that, you know. My North Node, anyone knows anything about astrology, my North Node is Saturn. I mean, that's Saturn, it's Sagittarius. So I've been being called to freedom and expansion for a long time, and I've been resisting, and I'm no longer resisting that call towards freedom and manifestation. I'm looking to bring it all through. What Spirit would have me do, I am willing to do. And I'm asking Spirit now for signs. I'm like, okay, Spirit, I'm syncing up, I'm leaning in, I'm doing what I am being called to do, what I'm being led to do. I am putting my prayers, my alignment, my service, my devotion onto this path. And I ask that you continue to bring me signs like a 2-year-old, continue to bring me breadcrumbs like a child lost in the woods. But as someone who is moving through the dark, continue to give me the flickering lights, those twinkling lights to catch my attention and say, come forward. As I develop my abilities to hear and see even better, I ask that you continue to speak in ways that you know that I can hear, sense, and feel. And these become my prayers. This is my prayer around manifestation. So I can witness and get out of my own way. I no longer want to be one who gets close and then turns back. Close and then turns back. If you've been one of those people who's gotten close and then turned back, this is your opportunity to move it forward, to move it forward, to move it forward deeper and deeper and deeper into the light. Thank you, Betty. Thank you. I appreciate you. To move forward into the light in deeper and deeper ways. This is what happens. That's the pillar of salt, right? Like, I can't help but bring these parables because they're ones that are inside of me. But when we turn back, we preserve what was. Salt is a preservative. When we turn back and say, but remember, and what about, and just sitting and thinking about it, it preserves it. It makes it, it keeps it fresh. You can soak it in some water and serve it up as a brand new meal because you have dehydrated it and left it preserved for all time when we turn back. So the message is ever forward in our manifestation. To ask Spirit to bring us the messages in ways that we can really integrate, but also to open up in us anything that's hindering spirit from coming through it to us. This morning, I woke up in my dreams like I could hear, almost as if it was another voice. And I've had this happen for the last couple of days. I could hear almost like, one day I heard it sounded like an auntie chastise me. And what else you gonna do? And da-da-da-da-da. Like, it felt like that in my spirit. I was being chastised in a loving way. Like, this what you gonna do? And I woke up, but I couldn't remember. I just remembered the feeling. Today, when I woke up and it literally felt like in my sleep, I could hear, and there were times when even as I moved, it's almost like it came in louder, like I hit a frequency and it came in louder. I was like, I'm hearing. Okay. And so as I've been allowing my sight and trusting what I'm seeing, trusting the images and messages that are showing up, I'm getting greater access to it because I'm not turning back. I'm getting greater access to it. So brothers and sisters, this is our time. It is time for us to manifest like nobody's business. It's time for us to go forward. And going forward does not mean at a rapid pace. When we're bringing things from spirit past our emotional body into our thought world and then into physical reality, we are actually moving against an energy that operated in the exact opposite way. The immature human operates only on what they see, and world is world, and this just what it is. And the what it is informs what they think. And the what they think influences what they feel. And that becomes the spirit that people carry. Two different ways for life to come into being. You can move as someone who simply sees the world outside of themselves. And that's the physical, immature space of only being able to believe what you see with these eyes. And as you take that in and then allow that to inform your thoughts, I don't know what that is, and I don't know if I like it, and I don't know, and then that affects your feelings. I don't like it, and the feeling is showing up, or I do like it. Ooh, that's exactly what I said I want. Ooh, and then you have a feeling, and then you create a spirit around it. Is that God, or is that the spirit of someone else's manipulation? You don't know yet till you go through the lesson to see. And if you link up with the energy that comes from spirit first, if you know what that feels like, if you pause and meditation, we talk about it all the time, but the act of being still, so spirit and your own self can catch up with you. You can catch up with you. Your memories, your thoughts, your energies can all catch up with you. And as you catch up with yourself, and you hear spirit, okay, I'm feeling really moved to do this. In fact, it's resonating in my whole body. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. How do you feel about it? As you deal with the feeling about it. Then after you deal and work through the feeling you have about it, then comes the thoughts. And where are you with your thoughts? Are you working against the feeling? Because what we know about feelings are, I learned this in tarot, your cup is only filled with what you have. If you want something different, you're going to have to go get it. But if you were trying to get it from someone else, you could only receive what you have. So if you know that you are asking for something, you have to move there and start with yourself. What did you say, King? I want to see this. Then you have to start to feel the energy flow within your body. Yes. So you understand that's the feeling. if you align with source and that beautiful feeling that with the sparkles, the tingles, the like, so great. When you align with that feeling, and I keep having it over and over again right now, right? When you align with that feeling, allow that to create the space for the thought to fall in. And then you're now being guided and you're looking for that thought from that space of feeling. There's a card in the tarot of the Ten of Cups, and it's a joyful card. Looks like a rainbow. Families all happy. All of this beautifulness going on. That card is composed of two of the most ugly cards in the tarot. And that card meaning the energy of the Tower and the energy of the World, which are lessons, life lessons, mastery lessons. So if you are someone who's dealt with all these Tower moments and these life lessons, and you still have a rainbow in front of you, filled with all this cup, and joyful and joyous, the children are dancing and laughing, the family is connected with light and love and harmony, what kind of feeling would you have to be maintaining to have that kind of energy manifestation with those kinds of experiences at your back? This is the journey, brothers and sisters. This is the journey for how we create our new world, what we manifest. So I thank you for listening to me on our day 18 of our journey to wholeness. I brought a friend. This is my friend. And I kept him with me because he makes me happy. So I'm going to sit him back down, but I just wanted to let you guys know I brought my friend for the show today. He wanted to come. And so he's there. And what I'm going to do now is pick up our book. We've been processing through Spiritual Growth, Being Your Higher Self by Sanahara Ama. Spiritual Growth, Being Your Higher Self by Sanahara Ama. One of my friends I know 2 people who already went and purchased this book. I'm very happy. And some who found out that they already had it, which is awesome too. So let's see what Spirit has to say to us at this time on manifestation. So this speaks about opening our awareness into the inner planes. And they speak about using your imagination to connect with other life forms. Sitting near a tree, sit quietly by it and pretend you are the tree. As you pretend to be the tree, tune into the other plants as you imagine they would appear to the tree. How does the tree experience night and day, heat and cold? How does the tree experience you? As you do this, you may sense subtle feelings, impressions, and images that go beyond words. This is the beginning of becoming one with all life and experiencing this aspect of your higher self's consciousness. You can pick up images from the tree and sense to some degree its reality because you and the tree have a unity at a deeper level. With your mind and imagination, you can become one with and gain a greater understanding of the consciousness of a rock, tree, plant, or any animal you tune into. Don't worry if you feel you are making it up. Trust, excuse me. Trust the impressions you receive. You can become aware of the consciousness of a crystal. At this time, many of you are drawn to the mineral kingdom and particularly to crystals. This is because their molecular crystalline pattern increases your ability to tune into other dimensions through your inner planes of reality. The inner planes consist of a grid work of light that is very similar to the crystalline structure. Having crystals nearby can increase your ability to transmit energy telepathically and to work in the inner planes and higher dimensions. You can send and receive telepathic messages through the inner planes. You can make a contribution to world peace or assist others telepathically by sending light to them or to all of humanity through the inner planes. I've done this. As you do, you increase the amount of light in the world as much as through any physical effort. You might picture the inner planes as a vast network of very orderly fine gridwork of light. The higher the dimension, the finer the gridwork of light. Messages can travel along this gridwork from your higher self to the higher selves of others. You can send telepathic messages to people you know. Messages sent from your higher self to another person's higher self will bring results. Think of someone you would like to communicate with. Get quiet and imagine a fine gridwork of light around you, extending straight upward. Next, imagine a line of light going out from your heart to this person's. Mentally tell this person you love and accept him or her as he or she is. Express any other messages of love you want to send. I'll tell you this story before we finish this. It says, one man did this with his wife when they were having conflicts over one of their children. He felt she was being too lenient and she felt he was too harsh. They had reached an impasse. Neither was willing to budge. It even got to the point where they weren't talking to each other. He sent his wife a telepathic message through the inner planes from his higher self, telling her he loved her and wanted peace between them. Soon after he sent this message, his wife came to say she was open to a new solution, and they arrived at a mutually agreeable compromise. So, I am really grateful to bring this to you as a part of the energy of manifestation, as we are waking up to who we are as light and energy beings. We are waking up to who we are as light and energy beings. And the divine in me. If you take a moment and look in my eyes, the divine in me greets the divine in you. So let's lean in to owning it all and mastering our thoughts, our emotions, where we're getting the initiative from, who's sending that thought. Is it a programmed response or is it a God-led response? Do I have to understand why I'm having to go through this difficulty? Maybe it's the shortest direction to what it is that Spirit has said it is mine to do. I'm so grateful to share with you all through this text. We're going to pull up the bowls and seal this energy in with some sound frequencies. And again, I want to let y'all know today, just today, I'm going to be namaste exactly. Because namaste becomes more than just a rote greeting. Namaste, it actually becomes a point of connection. When I say namaste, and I say to you, the divine in me greets the divine in you. And you take the time to look into my eyes. We can see one another. I see your hearts. Thank you. So, I'm going to pull up this book. I'm going to see what King said before I get the book out. Let's see what King said. So King says, I never studied anything, but I know a lot about the human body and mind and the connection we have to the universe. Here's the truth. You don't have to study. Many of my knowings, and it's interesting, I'm moving some stuff out of me. I'm feeling stuff like, it's interesting. And that's okay. Wherever you are in your journey, you're going to receive what you need. I feel like I woke up to this knowledge. In fact, I remember when I went and found the book that I'm reading from on my bookshelf. I was like, and I'm reading it and everything, and it was just making sense. Like it was written directly to talk to me about where I was. So that's why I'm bringing that out. There are other texts such as it. I have been enjoying Master Co. Anchoring the Light meditations is next level. So if you're not ready for someone who's going to take you fast, then that's on you. But I will tell you that if you go in, he's going fast. He's about order and process and taking us higher, higher, higher. And I'm loving it. You're going to pull out these bowls though. And thank you all who are coming to your walk, coming to your awakening. If you are, therefore, someone else is. We all are. We're all coming online, more or less. And some people are absolutely resisting it, and that's okay too. That's not your business. It's not your business. Our business is to mind our matter, this body, to mind our matter. As we mind our matter, what goes on with the other doesn't matter unless they're right in front of you and Spirit has brought them to you. But it is our time to mind our matter as an aspect of manifesting with intention. So we stop getting things we don't want. Good morning, Mahogany. So let's pull out the bowls. Thank you, King. Thank you, Melanie. Thank you, Caitlin. Thank you, Mahogany. Thank you, Miss Darlena. Thank you for everyone who has, Claudia. Thank you, everyone who has come on. I'm going to, as I said, put up a video. We're going to be doing oracle readings for the full moon, 10:10. So you'll be able to join about 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock. And when you join at 10 o'clock, it will lead us into at 10:10 we'll get started, and it'll be, a check-in where everyone will get to share a little something. That's my prayer, that everyone, depends on how many people show up. And then from that share, then we will move into what the reading has to say, have conversation about that, and then from there move into a sound immersion journey for the full moon in Aquarius. Full moon in Aquarius. I'm so excited. I'm so excited because the full moon in Aquarius, my counterpart full moon in Leo. I'm a Leo, shows up in Aquarius season. We are exact opposites. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful. They're my energy opposite. The air to my fire, the fire to my air, fire to my air. So we're gonna pull up these bowls. Oh, I said full moon meditation. I said Lion's Gate portal meditation. So we're in the Lion's Gate. The energy is already growing, getting stronger. But on that day, I'm going to also have a frequency alignment and activation meditation on those 8s. So be looking for that. If you like the way that the messages come through me, and you resonate with the messages as they come through me, I will be offering the Lion's Gate meditation. And then lastly, as I said, today I'll be on with Sisters Together and Reaching, just having a conversation. So you can check us out for that online. Please look for the flyer coming up very soon. It's going to be for Aquarius full moon lunar activation, lunar alignment and activation, lunar frequency alignment and activation. All right, so let's go. Place yourself in a comfortable position. Close your eyes if you would like. Allow yourself at this time to connect into sound, frequency, vibration, and align. Align, align, align. There's an energy that is working through you as it is running the gamut to become. We are that. That we are. We can go through the effort of the race and learn and experience. We can sit and feel and go on the journey of the experience. Human beings are relational creatures, and as relational creatures, relational beings, we have need to interact in synthesis with our surroundings. Nature will teach us manifestation. Nature will teach us who and whose we are. As we yield to the divine within, as we connect to our higher selves, as our heart increases, expands in radiance, it is so. It is done. We walk in wonder and witness the creation. And so it is. There's a dream I've dared not dream. Within, there's a dream that seeks the light. Deep within, there's a dream that seeks the rise, dream, rise. Rise, dream, rise. Rise, dream, rise. Coming through the realities, pushing through the density. Oh, rise, dream, rise, dream. You are safe, you are held, the light calls to you. Rise, dream, rise, dream, rise, dream, rise, dream, rise, dream, rise, dream, rise to see the light. Rise, you are the light. Shine bright, you are the light. Bringing all of that energy up. Bringing your hands up. Visualizing the world in front of you. And see sparkles and light shining from your hand from your hands to our earth. Sparkles and light shining from your hands to our earth, covering it all, allowing it to permeate the air, allowing it to settle on each and every building, plant, tree, rock, stone, animal, being. And as it continues to permeate the earth, let it go all the way through to the heart core of every being. And as it settles through our feet, it begins to seep into the earth, sending light and love down, the sparkles and the light going all the way down to the core of our earth. And as it settles down there, feel it returning back into you, letting it wash over, keeping your tongue at the top of your mouth, your palate. Allow it to wash over you. And when you're ready, come back. You can shake off the energy from your hands into the earth, sending it to your loved ones, your family, your friends, your sisters, your brothers, your people who you know need some extra love. Send them some love. Send love, love, love from your hands with this energy, extra energy. Just share it with all. Share it with all. Share it with your plants. Share it with your space. Share it with your places where you work. And those who are supporting you through their business, through their manifestations. Send that energy there. And from that space, come back into where we are today. And I welcome you back. Welcome you back into this space, dear divine light beings. The divine in me sees and greets the divine in you. Blessings to you all. This video will be up on YouTube very soon. And the information for the Lionsgate portal, as well as the Aquarius full moon portal will be up shortly. All right? Thank you all. Be well. Blessings.